Okay. Is 9 inches too much? Des jumped out of a birthday cake for a 95-year-old man. We're going to get to both of those stories, but I got to start with this because I have to ask you guys. This happened to me in an Uber ride to the airport in Nashville on Sunday afternoon. Did I meet the best husband of the year, or is this man's poor wife going to end up in a bad situation because of this husband?
Oh.
So we met an Uber driver who actually was from the Milwaukee area, so we kind of knew like relatively like same areas. Didn't know the same people. Marie was closer to his age, but they didn't know a lot of the same people they thought they would. They didn't. But he had moved out to Nashville 10 years ago. Has a law degree, so he's obviously pretty well established, but he's driving for Uber. I didn't want to ask because I don't want to be offensive. Like maybe he's just doing it for fun. I don't know.
He's
so
bored.
we started talking about his wife being a real estate agent. And we're talking about real estate in Nashville. Is it a good buy right now and everything? And he's talking about, if you get certain pockets, obviously this is a very up-and-coming city. Yeah, you can't be in Nashville or Franklin or anything like that, but I know some really good areas. And if you want to buy a place, this is a really good place. You have to have a lot of approvals for Airbnbs. He's explaining all this to us. And then he turns around and hands me his wife's business card. Is that a really good husband, or are you putting your wife in a situation where she's like, you just set me up with two people from an Uber that had fully admitted they had been drinking for 5 hours before getting in your Uber?
I just realized that's why he's driving the Uber.
That's what Marie thought.
Getting
Marie's
clients.
Like,
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. That's what Marie's like. That is genius. And I'm like, or is it dangerous? If I was just handing your card, Marie, to drunken people all the time, wouldn't you be like, why do you keep handing my business card to people?
But by the time they see it and call, they're not going to be drunk.
Maybe not.
Right.
Maybe not. That's
Maybe
the only reason I can think about.
Each person too. But I was like very torn on how I felt. Like if I was doing the same thing for my wife, would that be a good idea or a bad idea?
Well, my sister does real estate, and she said that there's a lot of things now before you ever go meet anybody at a house. There's all these things you can look up. You can, that you can see. You don't go alone a lot. So you know what you're getting into. And you're cautious. So that is exactly why
I don't want her
driving.
business out here. So I'm just going to show you the business card has her picture on there. She's a very pretty girl, too. So I'm like, I just feel like that could be so dangerous in this society now that people are like.
But that's old school business card always had pictures on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I just think
it's smart.
I think, honestly, if you're that drunk or if you're pretty hammered, I mean, you remembered to look at it or you saw it. I think probably most people don't even remember they grabbed the card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, gosh, what happened last night? Who's this person? You know what I mean? They might be like, what is this about?
But if you get one client or even a lead
I'm really impressed with this idea. Like,
right?
I'm thinking, I mean, you have to stand out, and it's all about word of mouth, and
Did you just say he's impressed? So, Brooks, your new gig is you're going to drive for Lyft or Uber and tell people nonstop, you got to listen to Crisco Des and West. When do you start? Please go ahead and fill out the application.
I was literally thinking the other direction. I was like, maybe I should become a real estate agent and use this as my platform.
Right? Give it to people drunk at your bar. Give cards of Crisco Des and West. Be like, you should listen to this show in the morning when you come out of your drunken stupor.
But they don't live here. None of those
you can
people
stream us on the
probably live here.
KS95
True.
app.
There you go.
We got this. Full circle.
Do you ever think because, by the way, we're trying to get Brooks's social media, his Instagram numbers up because we just got to get him ahead of Hutch. Did you ever think that maybe make a QR code that you just put on the bar and just see if you can get people to randomly follow you just to get followers at the bar?
Sure. Yeah.
Just put a QR code thing up and don't even say what it is because I feel like so many people just randomly scan QR codes, which I get in trouble for that. Believe me, I get in trouble for a lot of things in my life because Marie says now there's viruses hidden in QR codes.
There is. They say you shouldn't do that.
As we walk in the entrance that says, think before you scan or something.
It's
now.
here.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Like there are so many smart people out there doing terrible things. Like the fact that the QR code was just a shortcut for all of us to get to things faster, and they went, "Oh, I got it."
Or you need a quick charge. You get in an Uber. Sometimes they have like USB ports in there, or you do it at the airport. She's like, never plug into those.
They said airports especially
can
do not
take all
charge your phone
stuff.
at airports.
Remember how QR codes they were really not taking off until COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because of the menus.
Yeah.
Because
I hate them for a menu, but...
But no, it was always like, everyone was like, oh, okay, this is never going to happen. This is never going to happen. It really didn't seem like it was going to.
That's when I discovered I needed glasses.
Oh.
When they did away with the regular menu and only QR codes, and I was like, I can't zoom in far enough on the menu, and then you have to keep adjusting it. I'm like, I need glasses. I can't see this bleeping thing.
Or you just go to OVO LASIK and Lens, and then you can
OVO Eye.
get your
I got it.
Do you have it though? Because you're now. you're at the level where Des was at.
Listen,
2 years in, where I was like repeatedly saying the same things over and over again, where she finally wisened up. I need you to wisen up.
listen, if Lobanov didn't ditch me on our date, maybe I would still like consider going there. But no, we're on a straight up date. It's a 4-person date. We're on a double date. It was Des and Crisco and me and Mark Lobanov, and we're walking around the fair together, enjoying some cheese curds and cookies
That was fun.
and fellowship.
fun.
And before I know it, he turned around and he just walked away, and he didn't even say goodbye.
Oh, that is
No,
weird
you know
because he
what?
did technically say
and
goodbye to me.
to
Yeah.
me too.
And to Des,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? Our double date did not go well. So
Maybe you
reach out
just
to
thought
Dr.
you were
Whiting.
by him when you were standing there by a gopher, and you're like, "Well, Dr. Lobanov, have a great day." He's like, "Is he talking to him?
is he talking to a light bulb?
It's like, boy, he's
It's
like,
weird.
you know what? You are as handsome as they always said you are. Look at
You
you."
must be a runner. You're very thin and tall.
Lobanov's
That
like,
is way up there.
Lobanov's like, "I'm gonna go now. This got weird."
Is your name Dan Patch?
It's Dan Patrick Boulevard. Get it straight.
No, it's Dan Patch. Don't let him
Yeah,
trick
you're
you.
right.
It's not Dan Patrick.
Ah,
Remember, he
dang
said
you.
that for the first entire fair because he thought it was
Yeah, don't
actually
let
Dan
him
Patrick.
gaslight that in reality.
He's not.
Oh Lordy.
Is 9 inches too long? I got to know. I got to know if you think 9 inches is too long.
Yes,
Because
answer
I've
the question.
experienced.
I mean,
I've
is it a
experienced
sub
this-
sandwich? Is it a burrito? Is it a hot dog? Is it a?
I like how we immediately were thinking food items
Of
the whole
course, I
time.
go
to
was
straight-
too.
you are.
straight
And-
food.
I was too.
And Des, I got to tell you, this one does not pertain to you.
Oh.
I know I made it sound like that, but
Yeah.
this is 9 inches too long, you guys, when it comes to your boxer length.
Oh.
I did not know
Ah.
until today. I purchased these pair of Nike boxer briefs probably like 5 years ago, right? And I never wear them. And they're Nike. They weren't cheap. I never wear them because they're the 9-inch inseam, which I didn't know until today because I Googled it. There's trunk cut, which is only a 3-inch inseam. There's regular, just
More
regular
my
box,
speed.
boxer briefs, which is 6-inch. That's the typical
That
one you
seems-
see.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
And then these ones are called long leg. They're 9-inch ones. And I don't
Yeah.
really, unless you have a 9-inch ween and you're trying to keep that all in there, I don't really know the point of these.
Taylor likes the long
Like a-
ones for working out.
Really?
Yeah,
Just like
he wears
I would never
for
want to wear
working
those
out.
working out.
Yeah, he wears those for
Yeah.
working out.
Right?
He's
I
got a
prefer-
lot of those.
I prefer
I'll
those
put it in
for
the
working out
camera.
too.
And I'm like, I just don't understand. They actually annoy me.
The
Mine
middle
are
length is
like
perfect.
mine are like just a couple inches above my knee.
That's 6. You
That's-
probably have
you
the
got
the
same
big
basic one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I kind of like the 9s
Do you really?
for working out. Yeah, absolutely.
He's trying to get over that small hands thing he talked about. Remember,
Exactly.
he's like,
I'm
"His small
overcompensating."
hands. I'm overcompensating. Small hands
Yeah.
don't always mean something.
It's a myth.
I just,
So
I
do big feet. That's probably a myth too.
have
and big
huge
hands.
feet and huge hands. And
It's a myth.
God, I have a 6'7" wingspan. I'm 6'3". Kaya had to measure my body parts for some of her class thing in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're supposed to be the same height as the width of your arms.
You are.
She's like, Dad, you're 6'3", but you're
Why
6'7"
didn't
with
you
your
play
wingspan.
basketball?
Right? I know. And dude, I
You know,
went
Yeah.
longer wingspan.
before I could still jump at one point in my life. I could dunk with ease.
Yeah.
2-handed dunk.
Yeah. Why
Can't-
didn't you play?
Played hockey, man. I grew up in Minnesota.
Yeah,
We were pushed into hockey here for everything.
you would have done better at basketball.
But yeah, I don't. These 9-inch inseams just drive me absolutely crazy. And I'm like, why did dudes wear them? I don't understand it.
I don't think they're made for like under your jeans. I feel like they are more made because you feel like you're like in Spanx. Like
Yeah.
a girl, like I feel like that's just too much of an extra layer.
And you don't see them in brands like Calvin Klein or anything like that. It's Nike, Under Armour. So I'm sure they're more for sports, for
Mhm.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I'm like, I just don't get what the point of it is.
I think the point is it's for working out. So if you're going to work out, wear
But why?
them.
Why do I need more thigh coverage?
I don't know. Taylor
I
will
don't-
wear those with like a shorter pair of gym shorts or like something.
I suppose if you're like on a squat
And-
rack or something,
Yeah.
and yeah, you can see
And-
up your shorts.
Exactly. See up the shorts. No riding up. Not, yeah. I mean, normally the 6 won't, but still, it's a little bit of extra length.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's just comfortable to me. I like it that way.
And you're good with your long
My
ones?
6 ones are good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've truly never thought about it. There are too short of shorts.
And I have some of those on accident too.
Yes, on accident. And those are
Up your ass
atrocious,
instantly.
awful, nothing good about them. You just got to ride the middle. I feel like
Or
that's just the way
yeah,
to do
the
it.
3/4 legs or a full leg too. I like those.
I like full leg ones.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you see the dudes that are wearing those at the gym and they're just tryhards.
Yeah.
Those I'm
Sometimes
like,
it's hot though.
like actual hot or it looks hot.
No, it's like actually you look hot. Like, cause I like it when Taylor wears like the 3/4 leg one. You see like the back of his leg.
Oh, did you hear? She like bit. She was like,
As I had
See, I'll
said
do
in my
that like
mind.
Mm.
this time of year. Obviously not as cold as it is this week. I'll do that when I walk outside. I'll wear shorts and the long leggings just
Yeah.
because I hate wearing. I know my beef with sweatpants and joggers and all that stuff. I won't
Why
buy that
don't you
stuff.
like sweatpants? I just washed mine the other night and I was
Sweaty
like,
balls.
God, I love it. Do you just sweat constantly?
I'm
in them?
always sweating.
My house is
Same.
so cold that I put them on and I'm perfect.
I only sweat from the navel down and the left armpit.
Just one armpit.
Oh, just one armpit
That's funny.
and ball sweat instantly.
Huh.
Oh God, mine is the head. I sweat from my head. She's seen
Yeah.
it so many
Oh,
times.
yeah.
If I start getting uncomfortable, if
Yeah.
I get awkward, just
Yeah.
gushes out of my head like it's
Same.
like a faucet, and I'm like, this is super cool. Especially when you were 500 pounds and everything was just sweating out of your head. It was not a fun vibe. So I don't know if I'd rather trade it for balls in the left armpit, but it's not great.
It's more hidden, though, at that point.
It is, yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right. I have seen you in like a lighter dress shirt, and one
One
side
side.
is sweaty and the other side is
Yep.
not.
And imagine what my
I
9-inch
don't-
boxer
I'm-
briefs look like.
No, just a
Dude.
hot, swampy mess.
Can't imagine you after the gym. I mean, everybody like, is he all right? His right armpit, nothing there, but the
I
left
shower
one.
shower at the gym. I have to. I've
Oh, you
never.
do?
Yep. I've never left a gym not showered. It was.
Yeah.
We were forced to. Like I don't know if you remember
Yeah.
sports. It's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
before your time, Brooks. But boys, especially, we
Hit
were
the
made.
showers.
We were made to. Oh, they in football when I was in high school. One of the coaches, that was their job. They stood at the door, the exit to the locker room, and if you didn't take a shower before you left, you were yelled at. You had to go take a shower, and then you'd be doing laps the next day.
Mine was so bad. Our coaches would be like, "Hey, Zlowski, hit it again. Maybe a couple more showers in there. You know what? Here's some extra."
Yeah, they
soap."
never really made us do showers.
And did you have shower
You could.
stalls with just all the shower heads, or did you actually get individuals?
Oh no,
Yeah.
we had this shower like the non-stalls, like
Yeah.
Oh, it was all everybody
the
saw
separate
everybody.
one.
Yeah,
We did it together, but
yeah.
No,
Right.
we
That
always-
was-
always peed on your
depressing.
leg because you'd be next to you like,
I didn't have
No.
friends like that.
Okay, I
that
didn't
was
either
always
then.
depressing, though, when you were in there with the football team and you knew you didn't belong. You were like, we're all so similar in here.
Count
I'm
the
just going to
tiles,
shower
count
with
the
full
tiles,
clothes.
baby.
Full
It's like
clothes on.
just that's so awkward. I mean, and it was same girls do that too. And I guess I'm always just free. I don't really care. But I think as like a dude, I'd be like, no, I don't want my wiener hanging out here. Like what? Like you're gonna notice everybody's. So every guy, like in high school, knows what the other guy is packing.
And
Oh,
you
and
could
we
see
even-
who's a grower, who's a shower. You're like, oh, God.
we even
Oh.
had our bathroom stalls were just the toilets. There was no walls, anything,
Oh,
just toilets. So if you had to
um,
take a deuce, it was all there was four of them sitting next to
It's
each
like
other.
you're
You
in
sat,
jail.
sat next to the guy next to you.
yeah, we would have, or we
Huh.
would have where it wouldn't in the locker room at least. Yeah, we would have. There was no door, but it was the
Side stall.
Dividers.
the dividers, but no door.
We didn't have that. Nope.
Yeah.
You just sat on the stool next to the guy next to you. Whatever he was reading, you
Oh.
got to read.
That locker
Because it
room.
was before phones.
The locker room smelled so bad.
So
too.
bad.
And
Oh my!
Is
And then,
it like that still? Was it
No,
like
they
that
have
when your
dividers.
kids were young?
no, they have all dividers and everything now. Or we used to like the varsity would get done before JV, and we'd steal all the towels.
we
They'd
never
all be
had-
hanging there
that's
when the guys
we
were in there.
never
I'd
had
take 'em all.
towels, though.
Dude.
That's the other thing. You'd have to bring your own
Oh
towel.
no, you brought your own
Yeah.
towel. But,
I
it's
think-
St. Paul Harding. They weren't giving
Yeah.
you towels.
I think it's changed so much for so many people. I had a friend in high school, and thank God it didn't happen to me. It was terrible. Guys were the worst because they would like take them and they would take the towels, like you said, take them, and he'd come out and he'd be like, "Guys, you took my towels," and then they would like push him down naked
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Oh.
put towels around him on the bench, and they would. It was like, what the heck? I mean, kind of
Is
weird
it
that the
him?
third or fourth or fifth time he kept coming out there. He's like, "Guys, you
You
took
know,
my
slide out to the
towels."
slide.
You're like, your towel is
What
right
are you
behind
doing?
you, pervy.
He just grabbed all the towels and threw them to him. They're like, "Dude, this is the 7th time." He's like, "What? This is crazy. Don't spit on me again. That's weird."
You know where they don't care if you shower? North American Banking Company. They will still welcome you in any of their 6 locations. Showered or unshowered, they will treat you like you're part of their family. Like I said, the 6 locations around the Twin Cities are Roseville, 50th in France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, and Maple Grove. They're especially not showered in Roseville because, Crisco's and all that kind of stuff. I'm just kidding. Everybody showered there. But they started in 1998.
It got real weird.
Where they wanted to have a bank where you knew your banker and your banker knows you. And a lot has changed since 1998, but that has not. If you want more information about North American Banking Company, nabanco.com/KS95, or just swing into any of those 6 locations around the Twin Cities and ask anything about North American Banking Company. Again, nabanco.com/KS95, North American Banking Company, member FDIC. Tell them Wes sent you. Des went to one of her high school graduation partner's birthday party over the weekend, a 95-year-old birthday
Oh,
party.
yeah. Yeah,
Graduated
totally.
with this fella, and
It's
had
a
to go celebrate
girl. It's a woman.
her graduation. Never
She's
mind.
not graduating. It was her birthday.
So confused at what's happening. Des, can you tell us,
Hell.
please?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's at a 95-year-old's birthday, and I said she graduated
No,
with
I
her.
said we were at a bar and we were watching a band. And we were in downtown Stillwater, and it was really packed. It's not a big place. It's Ziggy's just right there on the main stretch there, and they always have fun live music. So that was like our whole point in going to Stillwater is to see this band that we really like.
Is it Des and Taylor?
Yep, it was us.
Because you're performing the whole time. You're like, oh my gosh.
But there was this big group of women that all had, it was a grandma, and then it must have been her kids and granddaughters and like nieces and stuff. It was a pretty big group of them. And they were all wearing T-shirts like with her on it. It was very cute. So they're celebrating something. So it's like when you'd walk by to go to the bathroom, you'd be like, happy birthday. Everybody did, right?
Right.
So I did when I walked, oh, thank you, sweetheart. And she gave me a hug. And the more cocktails, she was just, since she was dancing. But everybody else, she'd like high five, maybe a little hug. Maybe Taylor later in the night goes and says, hey, happy birthday. So amazing. And she goes, you get over here and give me a kiss.
Oh.
Taylor's like, I don't know what just happened, but I kissed a 95-year-old woman.
He kissed her on the mouth?
No, he kissed her on the cheek.
On the mouth. I don't know what that was. I'm like, he
Just
kissed her right on the
some
mouth.
tongue and her teeth went in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to need those back.
Because we were
I'm sorry.
recapping the next day, and I'm like, oh yeah, she was so cute. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I kissed her. I'm like, you know what? I think she probably deserved it. She lived 95 years. Give her a little sugar.
And what is it about turning like in your late 80s, early 90s? You just don't say no. Like how many old guys are like, well, come sit on my lap. And you're like,
I think it's different when it's a woman. I don't think I'd go sit on an 85-year-old man's lap.
if it was a 93-year-old cute old little man and he goes, well, come here, sit right here. You wouldn't do it?
I don't know.
I've seen people do it. I'm like, God, that's weird. I'm not saying it's a normal vibe, but like they're always like, oh, you, and give me a little kiss on the cheek and leave. It'd be like, I mean,
Maybe
I don't
if
know.
you're
I'm
Hugh
sure
Hefner.
Taylor was probably like, I don't want to kiss this lady on the cheek, but I guess I will.
No, he thought it was funny. Another funny thing, though, we've seen this band many times, right? So we think that they should know us, right? They're just doing sound check, and like the lead singer like looks kind of over at our table, and I do the like wave, hi, we're here. We're here. And he just looked kind of at me and looked past me.
Oh, no.
Everybody started laughing and go, apparently we are not memorable.
Which is crazy because you guys are. I can't believe, especially you've seen him multiple times.
He also seemed like a bit of a grump.
Oh, that makes sense. Speaking of birthdays, though, well, obviously we were in Nashville for Wes's birthday this weekend. I think my new shtick when we go out is just wearing a birthday sash. Wes fought it and fought it and
You
fought it and
refused.
fought it. I mean, fought it.
It was
like,
not happening.
was
That's
like
so
she
bad.
brought it with in the morning. Marie was being fun. It was like, oh my gosh. And Wes goes, I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it. Wouldn't do it. And then finally, I'm like, this sash has been out for so long and nobody's wearing it. So I ripped it out and I put it on. Forgot I even had it on at certain moments of the night.
Because it becomes part of you.
Ended up getting wished happy birthday probably 100 times. Got free drinks. Got free like little all night long.
That's
and I'm like,
why
I don't
she
know
brought
why.
it for you.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah, for
why
sure.
he doesn't wear it more often. Like it's just fun, positive attention. Nobody was like, "Is your birthday actually today?" And it wasn't until Wes goes, "It's not his birthday. That was my birthday sash, and he stole it."
You were
I
asking-
want it
they were like-
back.
no, they go, how old is he to me? And I go, it's not even his birthday.
See, that's what I'm saying. So
What
he
am I
goes like
supposed to
that.
say?
You just be like, you
You
just
can answer
go
how
with
old
it.
he is.
Yeah, you just answer. Oh, he's 41. Go with it, whatever. Or be like, oh, he's 50. So people are like, he looks
literally were like that movie we talked about, Stream It or Skip It.
Yep.
People
Yeah.
we meet on vacation. That was you.
They
That was me.
pretended they got married.
You pretended. It was
I
your birthday.
pretended the whole time, even to a point where at one point I don't think you were biased. Marie goes, "Okay, it's the joke's over now. Give back the sash for Wes." And I'm like, "He's not wearing it. I'm not giving him the sash back." I was like, "Why is this real? Are we really?" And so I jokingly said, it. She goes, "Yeah, I guess he probably won't wear it." And then she just let me wear it. I was like, "That's a new shtick though, because I got so much free stuff."
On vacation, that makes more sense. You can't get away with that around, like, in your own town.
Did you see the pictures of us not wearing actual cowboy hats, but the ones that's literally off the street? I picked up 2 cowboy hats that were on the street.
Yeah.
So we all have lice,
Oh,
by
wait.
the way,
Oh,
because we
yeah.
picked these
Oh,
up
yeah.
off the street and put them
What?
on. And then
Me-
So much so that I was like, "Thank God I didn't
Pull it
put
up.
that hat on." And then I looked at Brooks's pictures for the weekend and I went, "Well, shit." Well, I had that hat on.
Yeah, and then I took the hat too, and I
Yep,
wore
you
it to
had it.
Chiefs.
Yep.
And then I ended up. I was like, you know what? I think this just needs to be paid forward. So I gave it to some group of like a bachelorette party group, and then
Were they
one girl
cute
took
hats?
it.
no, one
No.
was completely
One-
plastic.
One was
Oh.
not great. But
so it was like if it's a nice hat, you could have just kept it.
No, it was like people were being funny wearing them.
And then here we go. We'll leave
And
it
then,
for
yeah.
somebody.
it was a chain of
Oh,
cowboy
the sisterhood of the traveling hats.
Hats.
It
Exactly.
was, but I will say, never in my life would I ever
Oh,
probably
That's
buy
hilarious.
a cowboy hat. I don't remember that picture either. I don't even remember that.
You
But,
had
like-
a lot of
Oh, yeah,
fun
you-
where you
you
don't remember things. I've heard him say, "Was I there? Did I go there?"
I don't think you had a choice on. You said you didn't think you put that hat on. I don't think you had a choice. I just picked them up off the ground and I put one on you and one on
That's
me.
fair.
Like
We were
this-
having a great time though. But you know what it is? I figured out the magical drink for me that does not get me so like hammered that I'm like I can't handle it. High
High
noons.
noons,
Dude.
yeah.
I crush high
Really?
noons, and after
Those
like
get me drunk because it's vodka.
after
well,
like
one is
6
one's
of them.
tequila.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One's just malt liquor. Like they have different versions.
No,
I
the
didn't.
malt liquor one is then the lesser of the evils.
I didn't know until Nashville that they have tequila, vodka, malt
I
liquor.
knew
yeah.
tequila and
Yeah.
vodka. I didn't
Oh.
know malt liquor.
Ranch waters. Are the
I do
frickin'
love
best.
ranch waters.
I love ranch waters.
Only in the summer, like
Yeah.
on the boat.
Oh,
That's a nice
ranch waters.
spicy ranch water.
High noons are my thing. That's
I love
and it's because it doesn't ever give me gut rot. It doesn't ever make me like, oh, I don't feel good or anything like that. I stayed in that wheelhouse and I think that was a pretty good time.
Yeah,
I mean-
you were in.
What
You
flavor?
were, no, you were in the pocket.
Any
The
flavor?
one I had first was tea. And then it was like pineapple and like there was like another one. I don't remember.
Lime.
True-
Lime
no,
was
it
very
like
limey. Maria
it
had
was
the lime one. I was like, ooh, that's too
the
lime.
similar drink, but not high noon. It was like started with a T or something like Truist or Fruist or something. I don't know what.
Okay.
They're all in the wheel.
They
but it was
all
like
have their own
pineapple,
contracts with
Yeah.
different seltzer
All the bars.
companies. because of-
watermelon, but the seltzers are where I was
what
like,
was
man,
that one brand?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of it. Neutral. That's
Oh,
what it was.
yeah, I've
Neutral.
had
Yeah, yeah. So I just had those, and it was like the perfect wheelhouse of like, I am okay. You're getting
Yeah,
getting blinded by light.
Okay,
First
real,
time it's gotten me.
real quick before we end this podcast, Des, what would you do in this situation? You see, I know how much you love Taco Bell. You see a full bag of Taco Bell still sealed, but it's out there in public. Do you
What?
eat it? Pick it up. You could tell there's still Taco Bell in it. Do you eat it? Granted, it was sitting on top of some trash cans.
Okay.
It was on
But it was
trash
sealed.
cans.
They
Sealed.
resealed it, I bet.
We
You think?
later realized that bag was gone.
Yeah.
We went back hours and hours later, and the bag was gone.
I bet a homeless person
somebody
grabbed it.
either pushed it in the garbage or Des, was it Des
Weird.
a drug deal? Because we thought about it later. We're like, that bag did go missing, and I didn't see it in the garbage can. I'm like,
Or was
I
there
know,
poop in it?
No, I came full circle on it because that was when we were walking in the morning and it was 10-ish, so not real early, but not real late. I bet it was a DoorDash delivery person
Yeah.
that brought food and some drunk ass in their hotel didn't wake up. Because how many times have you done that, Des? Drunk, Chris, you
Order
probably
a
never
pizza, and
order a
it's like,
pizza and they're ringing and ringing and ringing the
Oopsies.
doorbell and they don't answer. Like when I was at Domino's,
Yeah.
you know how many of those pizzas had to come back?
No.
Taco Bell, it was already paid for because it's DoorDash. So they probably were
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't care. I'm moving on to the next
Yeah.
thing. And they set it on top of the trash can, probably for a homeless person because you know what? The drunk's already
Yeah.
paid for it.
yep, you're
So
right.
therefore, a homeless person needs
Yeah.
his food, eat it.
Have you seen the new thing that DoorDash, like bad DoorDash drivers and bad
boy.
Lyft drivers are doing now?
Uh-uh.
It's I can't believe it hasn't been like done before. So they go up and you have to you have to take a photo of
Oh,
the food
you
at the
take it
door.
and then-
You just you go up, you snap the photo,
Garbage.
you show it in front of it, you grab the bag, you leave, and you take the food with you.
It's garbage.
And so
You're
so
kidding
now
me.
they'll take the photo. Hey, proof. We have proof. It's right there. It's on the step. But what's catching them are doorbell cameras because somebody goes, they put the whole entire post up. They go, isn't this hilarious? I've got their name. I've got their photo. They took the picture. And as soon as they took the picture, they grabbed the food, picked it up, and walked
Oh,
away.
yeah, you got to be a
What
straight
dumbasses.
dumbass because there are many cameras. Like if you did that at my house, not only would I have you at my door walking away, I could get your license plate number from your car from my
Yes.
driveway camera. Like I would have you on like 8 different cameras. Like
And-
people are stupid. Everybody has cameras all over their houses now.
Mhm.
And that's the person was like, also, when you're ordering food, you are typically home. So if 13 seconds later my food is gone, like you go the ding dong and you walk to your door and you get
You're
there
like,
and it's
right.
gone
Where'd
and
it
they're
go?
gone, well, clearly you took my
Right.
food.
Yeah, you
So-
did the drop off, but let's be honest, you're waiting. You don't want to like have to be like, oh hi, awkwardly as they're like dropping it off.
Yeah.
But you're right.
So
As
you
it hits-
never open the door for a DoorDash person?
I
You just-
typically, I don't, I will.
You
If they-
will,
if
yeah.
you see him or whatever, but typically 9 times out of 10, the driver will go,
It's usually
set it down,
contactless.
ding
Yep.
dong, and they walk away because they don't want to deal with the person. And then, but yeah, for a
Yeah, we need to get back to a society where we're nice to people and answer the door and go, thank you for the delivery.
always pizza delivery.
Yeah,
Always.
pizza,
You
yeah.
get
But yeah,
pizza,
you
pizza
do
from
sign
anywhere
it
else.
or
No, wait, I mean,
cash tip or whatever.
everything is, you can pay with card online now, but
Yeah.
anytime we've ever ordered from Domino's, the person will just stand down there and they'll just
I-
wait on the thing.
We
Yeah.
were actually told when I, was doing it at Domino's, and I don't know if it's the same in Minnesota as it was back in Milwaukee, but they're like, even if they want contactless, walk back by your car and just stand there and wait till they open the door.
Oh, sure.
They'll
And
do
then
that
thank
too.
you.
Yep.
Like it's contactless then. We're still like 50
True.
yards away, but we say thank you. Like that was more their thing that they wanted that done.
I like
But
that.
it is
Yeah.
very old school pizza driver though, because
Yeah.
we just got pizza yesterday, and they stood outside the door, and Josh was
Normally
outside
you have
with
the
the
warming
dogs.
bag,
Yeah,
too,
they,
so-
yeah, they have the warming bag, and they
Yeah.
want you. But they waited until Josh got out there, and he was like, "Oh, hey, thanks, appreciate it." You just don't get that, especially with drivers like DoorDash and stuff. They'll drop it and go.
Yeah.
You don't even have a chance to wait for them. They're on the steps
Because they're
gone,
not loyal
out of
to
there.
the brand. Like
No.
the people that are from
True.
Toppers or Domino's or
Right.
Papa John's or anything, they're loyal to that brand. They're working for that brand.
Mhm.
Well, they
And you
also
want it to
have
look good.
they
Right.
also have 12 other orders for other
Right,
people who
yeah.
they're trying to get their food to, so it doesn't. Because you'll be in there sometimes and you see they have like a ride share, and you're like, "Damn it, I'm third on this list. This is going to take
That is
forever."
the worst.
Oh,
Does
you
it
know
get
your food's
cold by
of
the time
course
you
it
get
gets
it?
cold. Yeah.
Yeah, like there is a priority option, but you don't want to pay for it's like another $4 to be priority. So
Yeah.
you always chance it.
Yeah. Gosh, even Taylor. So we don't have. I mean, there is the ability to have it out to
Yeah.
our house in some cases. I think
You
now.
guys would never. You're not their clientele.
But right. I mean, but yesterday, so cold, had the pickups and drop offs of gymnastics and guitar and all that stuff. And Taylor just really wanted ramen because it's so cold. You know what I mean? It's so like just, so warm. So he really wanted that. So I'm like, let's just figure out a way to order it because it was in Hudson and we were going to River Falls. No. Taylor says, why would I do that? I'll just drive all the way. I'll go from our house, bring Dusty, go to Hudson, pick it up, go back and pick up Dusty, come to our house. Yes, the food was good, but it was so freaking cold that I'm like,
Yeah.
I would never order food,
I mean,
never, and pay for that.
I used to be a DoorDash guy through and through, but it just is proximity to the places,
Yeah.
what you have nearby. If it's anything that is a reasonable distance, it's not worth it because you're definitely going to get some. They're going to stop on the way to your place.
Yeah.
And then the only thing now are because of the car situation, groceries.
yeah.
Because a lot of times, and a lot of times I have good promos on it, but also the amount of times you have to put substitutions,
You have to
we're out of
substitute a lot.
this,
Or now
and-
they'll do it where they're like, your first three, like you guys are in the perfect spot because you get so many deals at the beginning
Yeah.
where they'll be like 30% off your first 5 meals, 50% off. Now they have so many upswings in prices of like, that's $7.99 there, but it's $11.99 on the
See,
app
and
for
that's
convenience.
ridiculous.
So by the time you get 30% off, you are just paying the actual
It's a
bill
wash.
for the actual, it's a wash. You're just paying as if you went there, which is fine.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, it's crazy. We live in a society now where we used to be told don't get in cars with strangers. Use Uber. We used to be told don't just go sleep at strangers' houses. Airbnb.
Mhm.
Don't take random food from strangers. DoorDash. Like
And isn't it
all the
funny?
things that we were told not to do. Now we
We do.
actually pay for that convenience.
We really do. Like,
So weird.
you can rent people's pools.
Mhm.
And they can be at their homes.
Mhm.
Like, how weird is that? They're probably on there watching the windows. They're like, got a whole bachelorette party
Or
here.
what's the car one where you share cars with people? Like,
Turo.
yeah,
Turo.
never just let
Yeah.
random people take your car. It's called stealing. Sorry, I know it's a little soon for that one, Brooks.
Oh,
But
Oh.
I also drove him home. You were a great friend, by the way. Not that it
He
was bad.
experienced
The
the
stop
I
Cedar.
lights.
experienced,
Cedar.
I experienced
The
Cedar. No,
stoplights.
I would do it
Yep.
100 out of 100 times for you, too. You are such a nice person for
am
doing that every single freaking morning.
The only thing I'll
so
say-
dedicated.
the only thing I'll say with doing Cedar Avenue to pick him up in the morning is I think I picked you up probably for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the days on the 2 weeks I hit all the lights. Otherwise, a lot of times they must have them time out with like sensors or something. I had them, they green for me the whole way for the most part.
It's
Like
not
they
a
did
far
today.
drive any which way you
No,
go, but
it's
after
not.
driving 12 hours on
Yeah.
our way back, 13
Oh.
hours,
And every
I-
effing light.
I typed in my home address and it's like, you'll be home in 25 minutes. I went, mother,
Yeah.
I'm like, and I hit every light.
Yeah.
I go, and then you get person going 12 miles an hour, just bumping along.
Like,
I'm
come
I
on.
just want to get on the freeway and go home.
When I have those days here where I end up being here until like 2:33,
Oh,
and
that's
the
tough.
last thing you want to do is that drive or in this case now ride back, and you think, okay, well we're getting off. No, you're not even close.
No, no.
That was the easy part.
Yeah, I think
Now
25
you've gotta
minutes,
grind.
8 minutes of it was getting off of Cedar. I'm like,
It's so
oh,
ridiculous. Like, and now we're about to get this construction on there. I'm hoping
Oh, man.
with this summer, I'm really hoping that leads to more efficient lights or something.
What's the over under? I'm still picking you up in the summer.
Oh no.
Asking for a friend.
I mean, he started off going, oh, this is so nice. He's like, and on his own mind, he's probably like, How many more weeks do you think I can get this ride share?
No,
This is
I-
pretty sweet.
If we were in the summer and I'm still without a car, I'd
There's
be,
a real problem.
I will pay for your. Is it Bird? Is it Lime? What are those scooters?
West
See,
Coast.
that would actually no. That I wouldn't
West
like
is like,
that.
are you talking about summer? I'm talking about like end of February,
Yeah,
early March.
yeah,
if we're
exactly.
still doing this.
Like I'm starting to figure out. I'm starting to treat this as a loss now, and now I'm
No.
figuring out next steps.
Mm.
Slowly but surely.
Good luck.
I just don't want
And
to.
Godspeed.
I just don't want to make any rash financial decisions on a
Yeah.
major car and whatever.
I
So.
do know where there's a Prius that always has a key fob in it if you ever need.
Yeah, you could
Mm.
probably even take it and they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Taylor's been using it. He even
We were
drives it.
talking about you what?
What?
I mean, to be fair, both vehicles she drives here probably have the key fob in it at all times.
Nope, I've been better because I learned my lesson from him getting his car stolen.
And you know how many times
Sadly.
she's told stories about leaving the key fob in her
Yeah.
car? It
Yeah.
took your car getting stolen for her to
Mhm.
go,
It's in my
But it's
pocket
even
right
Des.
now.
Hey,
Well,
it's
you know.
Des for car thieves. They won't even steal
Yeah.
my car. They love me so much.
I would have loved my old car to be stolen.
I don't think you would have. I think any car being taken has got to be frustrating. And now we have to see it for poor Brooks having to go through that. But Man.
Well, again, Godspeed. Good luck. Keep us posted on your journey. We shall be here for you.
it's got a weight loss journey. What the hell? Please keep us posted.